Every city breathes with a familiar rhythm on most days. People gather in sunlit cafes, their conversations a low hum against the clatter of ceramic cups. Children's laughter echoes across playgrounds. Kids on swings, kids on slides. A steady, predictable flow of cars, buses, trains move along the arteries of the metropolis. This is the normal life most families know from sunrise to sunset. This very predictability can create a powerful illusion. Significant disruptions, like widespread civil unrest, feel distant, happening elsewhere. Many people subconsciously believe there would be an unmistakable official warning far in advance. Every major city believes unrest happens somewhere else, until it suddenly doesn't. Most unrest doesn't begin with chaos. It begins with crowds. A large demonstration can materialize from thin air, often starting peaceful and organized. Individuals and small groups converge on a public square or on a government building. They march along designated routes, voices chanting, hands holding signs, close-ups. This is democratic expression, familiar around the globe. Yet within this controlled environment, rapid change is ever present. A subtle shift in atmosphere, a buildup of tension between demonstrators and law enforcement. The arrival of a counter-protest group. The fuse that ignites larger conflict is often a small, singular incident. A contentious arrest, a sudden aggressive shove, a thrown object. As night falls, darkness can embolden individuals. It can change collective behavior. Rumors, unverified and inflammatory, spread through the crowd with the speed of a digital message. High emotion and low visibility can turn a calm crowd into a tense, unpredictable, volatile scene, catching unprepared citizens by surprise. To understand how unrest escalates, one must first understand the unique psychology of a crowd. When individuals merge into a large group, their personal sense of identity can begin to dissolve. They are no longer just one person, but part of a larger, more powerful entity. This feeling of belonging and shared purpose can be empowering, but it can also diminish the individual's sense of personal responsibility. This phenomenon, known as de-individuation, helps explain dramatic shifts in behavior. Emotions are contagious. Fear, anger, excitement, spreading through a crowd almost instantaneously. When civil unrest begins to spread, it rarely engulfs an entire city in a uniform wave of chaos. Instead, the landscape changes in fragmented, unpredictable pockets. Pockets of intense activity can form, move, dissipate, creating a fluid map of safe and unsafe zones. A single street might be completely blocked by demonstrators or police lines, while adjacent side streets stay eerily quiet. A person's immediate environment can transform in a few blocks or a few minutes. Civil unrest rarely affects an entire city. It affects pockets, but those pockets move. Localized disruption cascades into essential services and daily routines. Businesses may close early, send employees home, and shutter windows as a precaution. Public transportation is often impacted early. Bus reroutes, stations suspended. Commuters can be stranded. Journeys home grow complex. Emergency services feel more visible and less accessible as access routes close. Helicopters may circle overhead, an unsettling soundtrack to a quiet evening. Police, fire, and medical response times may all slow down significantly. Resources concentrate in hotspots, leaving reduced coverage elsewhere. Storefronts open in the morning may be boarded by afternoon. Convenience stores, pharmacies, and gas stations near affected areas get swamped. Long lines and emptied shelves directly affect daily life and security. These signals require immediate adjustments to safety and logistics at home. One of the earliest indicators, an unusually heavy strategic police presence. Officers gathering, donning riot gear, and establishing lines signal anticipated escalation. Shops closing early or boarding windows is a definitive sign. It's a calculated response to information, official channels, security networks, or first-hand observation. When bus routes divert or stations close, take it seriously. If schools cancel activities or close early, safe transit home is becoming a concern. Official advisories to avoid areas or curfew discussions deserve utmost seriousness. Grassroots behavior, sudden lines and bulk buying, reveals rising public anxiety. Individually minor, together these signs paint a clear picture of a developing situation. They give you precious time to activate your family's safety plan before a crisis fully unfolds. Acknowledging patterns shifts you from bystander to active agent in your own safety. Watch for rising volume, halted movement, and erratic fringe behavior. The emotional temperature is rising. Fortifying the home, your first line of defense. Well-lit house at night, porch light on. Shelter in place. Home is often safest. Take simple proactive steps to secure your home. Start with a perimeter check. Inspect all doors and locks, all windows and latches. Check exterior lighting, porch lights and motion-activated floodlights. A well-lit home discourages opportunistic crime. Clear exterior spaces. Remove garden tools, loose bricks, patio furniture, and children's toys, items that could be used as projectiles. Bring items inside or lock them in a shed or garage. Inside, test smoke detectors, have an accessible fire extinguisher and know how to use it. These tools matter when emergency response may be delayed. Your vehicle is important. Keep fuel at least half full. Stations may be crowded or closed. A fueled vehicle gives you evacuation mobility. Park in a garage when possible. If on street, choose well-lit spots away from main thoroughfares. Consider pets. Stock pet food and keep needed medications on hand. Preparation reduces vulnerabilities and creates calm. Keep a well-stocked first aid kit. Bandages, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, and specific medical supplies. Establish ways to stay informed. Monitor local news. Follow official city and police channels, and sign up for emergency alerts. A secure, prepared home becomes a sanctuary. The lifeline of communication. Designate a family check-in procedure with specific times. Call. Text. For example, check in at the top of every hour until everyone is confirmed safe. This creates a predictable rhythm of contact in a chaotic time. Choose 2 meeting places, one right outside your home and a second outside your neighborhood, a library, community center, or relative's home. Ensure everyone, including older children, knows the addresses and routes. Networks can overload and batteries die. Give every family member a power bank. Teach that if a call fails, a short text, "I am safe at location," often gets through. Have a paper list of phone numbers and addresses. That simple paper can be a lifeline if phones are lost, damaged, or out of power. The 72-hour sustenance kit is a realistic goal. Water is the priority. 1 gallon per person per day. 12 gallons for a family of 4. Choose non-perishables that need no cooking. Granola and protein bars, dried fruit, nuts, peanut butter, crackers, and pull-tab canned tuna, chicken, and beans. Common mistakes. Driving toward crowds out of curiosity. Relying only on social media rumors or a single source of information. Waiting too long to adjust plans. Even an hour can make all the difference. Use social media as one tool, but confirm with city websites, police alerts, and local news. Calm decision-making beats panic every time. During widespread unrest, responders focus on critical hotspots, delaying response elsewhere. Be more self-reliant. Keep a first aid kit and learn basic first aid and CPR. The strongest asset is community, checking on each other, sharing, and helping to clean up afterward. In the final analysis, preparing for civil unrest is not about fear. It is an act of calm, rational control. Small steps, a modest kit, clear meeting spots, signed-up alerts, and a tank not on empty reduce uncertainty. Practice your plan once. It turns panicked improvisation into steady action. With children and older relatives, use simple, reassuring language. Show the plan, the supplies, and that the adults are in control. Unrest typically affects pockets and subsides within days. Your plan navigates those days with confidence. Most families don't need extreme survival plans. They just need awareness before disruption reaches their street. Preparation isn't fear, it's stability when things become unpredictable. By watching for early signs, keeping a simple plan, maintaining a small stock of supplies, and staying calm, you give your family the gift of stability when the world outside feels unstable.